Greetings, my hatchlings, I have returned to you. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you the making of my Samus Arans Varia suit armor. I have it right behind me. Basically, I'm going to be putting on piece by piece, showing you how the armor works. I've been getting some requests from people asking me, can you make a video of the power suit? And I thought, hey, that's an excellent idea. Not only can I show it off, but I can also show you guys basically how I made it and give you some help in case you want to make your own suit one day. So, I'm going to be standing, I'm going to be moving around. So here we go. Move my chair. Alright, so as you can see, I'm wearing a black bodysuit. I call it my undersuit. Here's the back and the front. So if you look at Samus's armor, she basically looks almost like a black bodysuit. Like her armor is attached to the black. I don't wear my Zero suit underneath this, no. So it's not really too official, but hey, this works way better than using the Zero suit. So yeah, if I were you, I would recommend I would get a black bodysuit to start with. What I did was I glued some Velcro to it, as you can see. It is hot glued down, so it does burn for a little bit, but I was really careful I didn't burn myself too bad. So yeah, be careful when using hot glue guns because they're really hot. Alright, so I would also recommend wearing black socks, as you can see, because her joints down here, her ankle joints are also black. And also it'll match the black bodysuit. There we go. Alright, so what I like to do is I like to put my shoes on first. Because when you bend over, it's like if you start from the top and down, it's really hard to bend down and put your shoes on. So I start from the bottom up. I basically just use some plain black Mary Jane shoes. I like the heels. They make me look a little bit taller. I'm short in real life, so we all know Samus is tall. Can't have it all, though. Alright. So put my shoes on first. I just spray painted the shoes, really. They were originally black, so I spray painted them orange. Alright. Alright, so those are on. I'm sorry, you can't really see them that well. My feet are cut off. Alright. Then next, I move on to my shin guards, basically, the pointy knees. Start by putting this on. As you can see, the armor is also lined with some black Velcro. I chose black to match the suit, of course. And there's Velcro on my suit right down here, so it sticks. Right. Try to line it up as best as you can. My shin guards also have buckles in the back to help them close. My foam was a little tight down here, so that's why I use buckles to help it keep closed. Sometimes the Velcro isn't strong enough to hold the armor together, so what I did is I just used buckles. Little mini ones. Right, that's on. Kind of like move around, get it in place. Like that. Next one. More Velcro, as you can see, more straps. So yeah, I didn't really originally know how to attach armor in the beginning when I first started her cosplaying. I thought, okay, so I know what to make it out of, which is the armor is made out of EVA foam, which is about 1/2 inch thick. You can get it at Walmart, online retailers, stuff like that. Harbor Freight, I've heard you can get it there. I haven't had any luck finding it in stores. I actually got my armor in someone's garbage, so yes, I went dumpster diving. No shame there. Sometimes you can find some good stuff. Alright. Hard to see these little buckles. Alright. Alright, that one's on. Get it all snug in there. There we go. Have our lower leg pieces on. Next. See, I'm a little taller now with the shoes on, so I'm sorry my face will be cut off. Next, I put on my huge, I like to call them my femur pieces. They're lined also with Velcro, as you can see. I line it up as best as I can. Alright. tight as I can. There we go. Next one. I've seen a lot of people do Bondo and the whole paper craft or some paper kura, I think it's called, where they fold paper and they cover it with Bondo. I've heard of that idea. I wanted to do that originally, but that's just a little too much. It can be too heavy and all that folding. I'd rather just do the foam. I just think it's more crafty. So yeah, there's our femur pieces. And some of my paint came off when I wore it first time to a convention. For the green, I just used some green plastic. I cut it off from like some Tupperware. So yeah, that's pretty simple and cheap to find. Next, I put on my thigh pieces, which are the yellow pieces right here. Alright. These go right here. These pieces are a little hard to put on because you have to make sure they fit in. Actually, I think this goes on the other leg. Sorry. Kind of hard to remember which piece goes where. Pretty much look the same. This might go right here, actually. Wait, no. I think this one. No, wait, no, I think this is right. No, it's not right. Okay, I was right the original time. Now this is the front. Sorry. You have to really pull it tight sometimes. Sometimes velcro isn't the strongest thing to use, although it was the only thing I could think of. Buckles I think would be really hard to use, assemble with. That's why I chose velcro. Alright, this goes right here. However, you guys can choose whatever you want if you have a better idea. That works. Then, go around the back. Try to tuck in between. Alright, those pieces, like I said, are probably the hardest to put on. For me, anyways. There we go. There's our thigh pieces. Next, I'm going to want to put on my cod piece. That's what I call it. Basically, just some straps. I'm lined with velcro. Like that. My cod piece. And next, I like to put on my torso pieces. These are pretty kind of difficult to make because you had to measure them while wearing everything else at the same time. It was just really hard to draw these in because it's almost like putting together a puzzle for torso pieces. There's so many of them, so different shapes. So I thought it was one of the hardest parts to do. Here we go. Those two, they stick right on. Next, I like to put on my waist pieces. Make sure to kind of mark them L and R so you kind of know which ones go where. Right torso piece. Like this. There we go. Now, and torso pieces. Alright. There we go. There's all those. Now we need the back piece, which is this, basically just a flat piece I drew lines on. Alright, fits right in there. There we go. There's legs and torso attached. Next, I like to do my arms. First, I like to put my elbow pieces on, which are basically these little circles. I kind of pretty simple to make. About right there. I don't exactly go my elbow because I had to make room for my arm pieces. I couldn't bend my arms, basically. There we go. Attached. I like to hold my sleeve down so I can fit it around. Arm pieces I glued together just so they wouldn't open up too much. Here's one attached. Here's the forearm piece. Basically just a glued together tube. Pretty easy to make. Probably the easiest piece to make. Squeeze it a little bit, kind of fit it on. Right. There's one arm. Elbow. Next, right bicep. Have it arms. Arm cannon I like to put on last, of course, because I have to have both my hands, as you can see. Alright, now for the fun part. The shoulders. So basically, the shoulder pieces are just polystyrene balls, styrofoam balls in the words. I lined with some black felt, just EVA foam. There's a elastic band that's white and black. I colored it in black, so you know it's going to be showing a little bit. This is just elastic band, help it stretch on. Let's see, is this left or right? This one was on the right. So what I did. The elastic band is supposed to pull this way, so the shoulder stays up, because it wants to fall down, because you know gravity. This is how it works. Put a little bit of velcro right here on the edge, on my shoulder too. There's one shoulder on. See, the shoulder wants to fall down, but whenever you move your arm, you can kind of keep it up. But you know, if I had it up too close like this, it would bump into my helmet as I turn my head, which I'll get to soon. All right. Now, for the other shoulder, the spikes, forgot to mention, are made out of EVA foam, a thin sheet. The green, it's basically just the green Tupperware I use, plastic green Tupperware. Now this other shoulder can be a little difficult to put on. I almost need to mess up my hair. Basically what I do is stretch this over underneath my next arm. And tuck it. And I set it down. As you can see, that's a little difficult to put on. That would need help. I did that all myself. Kind of do like a cross across your chest, tucked underneath your boobs if you have them. Alright, so make sure those are steady. There you have it. Your shoulders are on. Next, we gotta do the chest piece, which is right here. So basically, here it is. Here's my chest. Rib cage. Rib cage, I had to make sure they separate, come open. And it opens like that. They also have velcro. What I do is I put this over my head. Then try to set my rib cages in my back. Which can be a little bit hard when you can't see what you're doing. So I'm just trying to wing this. Alright, so they're attached. There you have it. Most of it is on. Next, I like to put on my glove, which is basically just a black glove I sewed myself. First glove I ever sewn, right here. Pretty proud of that. The glove is basically just made out of a thin UVA foam sheet. Those little foamies you can buy. Thinnest I think you can find. That I glued onto the glove. Push my fingers on a little bit. Make sure they're nice and snug. Cut the little green light, which is made out of the same as this. Alright, there's that. Then I like to put on my Samus helmet, of course, which is my favorite piece, which I unfortunately did not make myself. I actually won this helmet in a Metroid contest during the summertime back in August, which is titled Metroid Celebration. The host of the contest was named Platinum Fungi, so check out his site. He makes a lot of cool Metroid things. Turn on the light. The light's in there. And then I put it on the helmet, which will give you helmet hair. And last but not least, my arm cannon. There we go. All done. All dressed up. And this is how I wear it. This is me. This is Samus Arans. Alright. Here's the armor in action. The armor can be very creaky when you walk around because it's foam. The foam is rubbing on each other. The shoulders are hitting the helmet, stuff like that. There you have it. Just do a bunch of poses in it. You just come alive in it, you know? You become Samus. I just feel like my dreams come true. You know? I'm Samus Aran. This is how you move in it. And there you have it. Alright. As you can see, the armor is very hard to sit in. It digs into me. And the helmet messes up my hair. Like I said, you will get a helmet here. Alright, so that's pretty much the armor. And I basically started making it about last year. It's made out of EVA foam, like I said, about 1/2 inch thickness. Some is about 1/4 inch thickness. You can pick it up at stores like Walmart, online retailers. It's just been spray painted with normal spray paint, been sealed. Before I painted it, I sealed it with white glue, just to make sure the foam does not absorb the paint, so it doesn't look foamy, spongy looking. So, yeah. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm a day late. Happy New Year, and I will see you next mission.